All right, we're going.
Welcome to GigEm247.com's extensive spring practice coverage. Taylor Ham alongside Coach Williams, defensive line coach for Texas A&M. Coach, your unit coming in this spring, you've got to be happy with their performance so far. It seems they seem to be dominating the offense day in and day out. What's your assessment?
I don't know about dominating. I think we're getting better. We should be pretty good because we got most of our guys back. We really returned 5 of our top 6 guys, and Ivan Robinson's getting better. Kirby Enos has been a pleasant surprise. He's probably been, between he and Ben Bass, they've been the most improved of the unit. So I like where we are, but we still got a long ways to go.
Yeah, obviously, losing Gavin Stansbury is a little bit of a hit. Moving Spencer back over. How do you feel like this unit is kind of meshing? Because that front three, against a pretty good interior line, on offense, but they seem, just to really be gap fitting well and, allowing the linebackers to come run fit too.
Yeah, we're doing a good job. The good thing is that, again, our guys understand everything that we're looking for, and even the guys that didn't play last year, they sat in the room, they listened to us coach, and they understand the mistakes that the guys made last year. So, like I said before, I think I like where we are, but we still have we still got 2 more practices, and we're going to get every ounce out of these next 2 practices.
Pinpointing one defensive lineman, a senior, Tony Giardetti, and it seems like he's kind of having a Vaughn-esque spring where anytime it seems like he's going untouched, and basically whenever he wants to get in the backfield, he can get there.
Yeah, sometimes it's that way, sometimes it's not. He started off the first 5 practices just okay, and really the last couple of practices, Tony's picked it up. Eddie Brown's really picked it up, and I said this to the coaching staff that if you put Eddie Brown's good plays up against anybody in the country, then his will stack up against anyone. It's the bad plays that we got to get corrected. And between Tony, Eddie, Mathis, and Ben Bass, our seniors, I think we got a really good group.
Yeah, and with Eddie Brown playing that nose guard, and that being such a spot in the NFL where it's a primo position, pays a lot of money. It's a high priority position. Can you just talk about getting depth a little bit at nose guard because it's such an integral part of the 3?
Well, right now we got Eddie Brown starting at nose. Kirby Enos has been unbelievable. He'll play a lot. We can always move Jonathan Mathis in. He started most of the season for us at nose, and then we got Lamar Strahan coming in. So I think we have a lot of guys, and really if we had to, Tony Giardetti can be just as good as any of them at nose. So we got some guys, we have some guys that can line up and play that position, and it's when you're running a 3-4, that position is as important as any of them on the defense.
I know it's still springtime, but you mentioned Lamar Strahan coming in. He came out to a practice very physically impressive. How excited are you trying to get him in this fall? I'm sure you're looking at
we'll be excited, but he's got to come in and earn a position. It's you bring junior college guys in to come play right away, but they're just like anyone. They're going to have to earn their position. If he comes in and he's in shape, then he should be a major contributor, for us in the fall. So we just got to get him in here this summer and get him in shape and learn the defense and do all of those things.
Is Ivan Robinson the strongest guy on the defensive line?
Not even close, actually.
Really?
He's getting better. He's stronger. I think when he really understands what we're looking for, he'll play a lot faster and a lot stronger. But as far as just brute strength, Eddie Brown is probably the strongest. Well, not probably, he is the strongest. And believe it or not, Ben Bass is right up there with him as far as just brute strength. But Ivan Robinson's improved drastically from where he was last year at this time. And it's hard to count on true freshmen to come in and play right away. And now that he's got a year under his belt and another spring, and we feel like he'll be a contributor. So I think we'll be able to go 9 deep on the defensive line and play with high quality.
Yeah, with going against such high tempo offenses these days, you guys are rotating guys in and out. Each series. Talk about the importance of having depth
You got to have it on the defensive line. I don't care if you're even playing a team that's not a high-paced offense. For them to play as hard as we want them to play here, there's no way you can ask a guy to play the entire football game. And really, if you look at last year, other than the Oklahoma game, our guys only the starters averaged about 40 snaps, and the backups played the rest of them. So, and that's kind of how I see us being this year. Starters go in, give us everything you got. If you get tired, tap out. We'll get another guy in there, get a drink, and keep on rolling. So.
Absolutely. Kind of switching spectrums, what are you kind of looking for, in some of your when you're out on the recruiting road, kind of looking for in some of these defensive line prospects?
I think you almost have to recruit two specific groups of defensive linemen. You have to recruit a pass rushing group and then a run stopping group. So the run stopping group's got to be big, strong, physical guys that can occupy two blockers and also penetrate and go make plays. And then the pass rushing group's got to be guys that can run by guys and get to the quarterback. So we're looking for specific guys, and I think we're headed in that right direction.
Is it more difficult to recruit a pure nose tackle and just at the high school level, since you're just making that transition?
Well, not really. I mean, I think you got to have an eye to find those kind of guys, and we know exactly what we're looking for here on defense. And sometimes you may have a guy that in high school he's getting recruited by everyone in the country, and then we may not be recruiting him because he doesn't necessarily fit our scheme. We're looking for guys that are very specific to what we're trying to do on defense, and we feel like our system will work in the long run.
Great. With the spring game on Saturday, what do you really want to see out of your group? With your final few days with your squad.
I want to see the same thing I asked those guys to do the first day, which is play hard, play physical, have fun, and stay healthy. Really, that's all. Just get out of the game and get healthy and get ready for summer workouts.
Thank you, Coach. Stick to GigEm247.com for all your latest Texas A&M news.